Hi, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. This is for the weekly for water, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, which is for November 24th to the 30th, 2019. And I'm just going to jump right in. And the first card I got was Change Your Focus. And sometimes that is all that's required to make things shift and change in your life, is to see things from a different angle. And I have done this personally, and it can make a huge difference in whether it's a positive or, yeah, I can get through this, no big deal. So the first card today is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, for me, it's all about using your intuition. And that, for me, is a spiritual concept. I keep saying this. I've said this for years. You can be psychic and not spiritual, but you cannot be spiritual and not psychic. And even if you say, I'm not psychic and I'm spiritual, that's just because we talk to ourselves so much. We don't always acknowledge our positives. And if you've grown up in a church where psychic is sort of anathema, it might be a little harder for you to hear your abilities. But everybody in the universe has the ability and is psychic. That it is a tool. Simply that, it is a tool. And what covers us is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is somebody who is very knowledgeable on spirituality. I call it spirituality. But being able to see anything from a higher point of view where other people cannot see them is also what this card means. So there is a lot of growth that has gone on for water, and I expect that, actually, because when I do water for the last month or two, water has always got extremely good readings, good vibrations, like things are moving ahead fast for water. And water, it is the emotions, and that is the language of the universe, is the feelings, not emotions where, oh, dang, I'm done wrong, but emotions of pure love, of I would like, this is nice, and even negative emotions, but preferably positive emotions. Why are we here? What brought us to this stage? Well, we put in a lot of hard work, and that's generally what that means. And what's below you? What's just happening now is the Empress. And the Empress is a card of abundance. And it might not be that you have pulled in all the abundance yet, but you have pulled in probably the abundance that you deem proper for yourself, which would probably be emotional veracity, good friends, or friends that you can trust. Maybe not a plethora of friends, but all you need is one, maybe two good friends to make your life much better. But it does mean that there's other forms of abundance coming your way: health, wealth, good food, subconscious, being in mastership of your subconscious. And what's coming up? Well, tomorrow's the 24th. What's coming up for the beginning is the Ace of Wands, which is you have a lot of support. You have a lot of support from the other side, and they help transmute the energy that comes to you and change it into something new and vital. What should this week bring? And I hope sincerely this is what it brings for everybody, is Three of Cups, and that's celebration. It is a time for you to celebrate, and celebrate that you have gained so far, because it's never ending, right? You're alive, you're breathing, you're growing. Reached a point to celebrate. So what's supporting you for the week is Six of Cups. The Six of Cups, it looks pretty dark, but it's basically a choice of how you choose to see things, right? Change your perspective. So you can choose to see things in dark, dismal colors, or you can choose to see them in vibrant tones of bright colors, cheerful colors. It's in your entire choice, and it is entirely your choice. And the Two of Swords, which I find this is very strange. The cards are saying you're doing well. It's beautiful. This is a good week, but it depends on how you view it. And then we get the Two of Swords, and which is a card of courage, moving forward in courage. You may not know how you're going to get there, but you know you're going to get there. But it's also talking about going forward in balance. And the interesting thing is we get the Emperor along with the Empress. So there's a balance coming in this week for you. The balance of the Emperor and the Empress together, united, is a powerful force that you should be able to use. And as you notice, there's a lot of major arcana this week as well, but there always is, because this is the time. This is a powerful time. So the world is a part of what's coming. That means, okay, gifts, usually psychic or spiritual gifts, which would go along with the base card, which is intuition, in psychic abilities, in being aware of your surroundings. And so basically, you can expect your clairs to become sharper, become more. And if you haven't been aware of your clairs, you will notice them more this week. So change your focus. And that's a big thing this week, is change how you perceive things. And the last card is a very nice card. It's dreams coming true. We are getting to a place in our evolution where, and last reading I did just a couple hours ago, a few of the people they asked, is it going to change? And I got yes. And I don't often get that kind of vibrant, yes, things are going to lighten up for you. So it is time for the dreams to come true. So make sure your dreams are realistic. And when I say realistic, I mean dreams like, do I want to own a ship? You can own the biggest ship in the world. Just make sure it's a good, healthy ship, not one with holes and tatters in it, unless you want to repair it yourself. But that would be part of your dream of making things excellent. So don't dream down, dream up. Okay? And anything interesting happening so far?
Lots of questions.
Oh, wow.
Shocking, I know. First off, Maria Herrera says hello. Paris A says hello. My question is, do you see my ex-Gemini reaching out to me?
Paris?
Yeah.
He might, but don't expect it is necessarily a reuniting. He might reach out to clarify, to clean up, to fix things. It may possibly be a reuniting, but it may not too. Okay? And I'm really sorry if that's not what you want to hear.
Well, her specific question is he going to hit it and quit it?
Okay. So in that case, the answer is very much likely. Because what he said to me is, yeah, I'll reach out to her, but it won't be for what she thinks. All right. So there you go.
Gina Joyce says, hello. Hope y'all are having a great day.
We all are. Thank you.
Natasha Spellman asks, will E want to commit to me for long term?
Honestly, it's still in the negotiating stage. And not negotiating with you, with himself. With each self is negotiating with themselves to go that extra mile or not. They haven't made up their mind. When I say they, that it plural, that person has not made up the mind yet. It is leaning more to, yeah, I really like the person, then it's interesting. Okay.
Positive for Life asks, hi, what is Gary feeling about me to know when he is going? Hold on. What is Gary feeling for me? Yeah. In the love area. How does he feel? Or Gray, I guess his name is.
Not Gary?
No.
Okay, that makes a difference.
Sorry.
Because I was getting nothing. Well, what I'm seeing is he's standing there, hands on his hips, looking at you very, very intently, thinking very intently. And it's leaning towards a very positive outcome. Again, not committed fully, but leaning towards that direction.
Diane Maines says, hi, Eliz-sha, hugs.
Hugs back.
Love Life says, hi, Eliz-sha and Elle. Lily B asks, I just met a new guy today who helped me move a dresser outside not too long ago. Is he attracted to me or
Definitely.
interested in me?
His first reaction is very definitely attracted to you. How you go forward, find out first if he's single, because, hey, you can be attracted to somebody and not be single. But find out all these things that are pertinent first. But yeah, he was very, very attracted.
Yao Firmino asks, hello, darling. Any messages from my guides?
I think what they're saying is they're really pleased for you that you're stepping it up. That things are starting to move in your direction a little better than they have been. And they do feel that they're suggesting that you move forward slowly at the moment. Make sure you get your grounding before you go faster. But they're very positive. Their energy for you is very positive. Okay.
The Polynesian Princess asks, hey, Eliz-sha and Elle, can I ask a question? What is Cameron currently thinking of me? Pretty sure I just said Cameron.
I think you just did. I know this sounds a little strange, but it feels like he's crying. It feels like he doesn't know how to deal with the situation. And he's very, very unnerved. He's afraid. I think he's afraid that he's lost you. Or that he's put you, he's treated you so poorly that he doesn't think you can come back from it. And or he's just so confused about life that he just does not know how to go forward with it. So what I'm saying is he's not in a great shape right now, That's the inside. That doesn't mean the outside would have the same reaction. It could be he's a cocky guy, and he would not show that, but inside he's not. He's just so sure that he's screwed it up, and he does not know how to deal with it. So good luck, and that is a tough one.
Love Life says, how do you see office politics will affect me? Hoping for advice, please.
Yeah, that's a big one. A lot of that happens around office politics. So it's very difficult to do, but if you can, try and stay out of it as much as possible, of course, which means you don't answer when people act, they do stupid things. You don't gossip with other people about anybody, because that will, of course, be used against you. You cross your I's, you cross your T's. You dot your I's, you cross your T's. Keep a paper trail, because there are some people in there who are negative and will lie. No problem lying. So you want to make sure that you keep a paper trail of everything that you do. And honestly, I feel that if you can do this, that you will find that that those people who are trying to involve you will find that you're not much fun to play with, and they will, after a while, they will stop playing. They will go on to easier targets. Okay, so you never lose your cool. You just be yourself, but make sure you back everything up in writing so you have proof about everything. Okay.
Yasmin Fox asks, hey, what does D think about me?
I think Dee thinks that I'm not sure that this is something you want to hear, but Dee thinks that you're good. He likes you a lot. I don't know if there's a romantic interest there per se, but there does seem to be a positive energy. And if there's friendship, it can evolve into something else down the road. And usually that's like 8 months down the road, or 9 months down the road, when they get to know you as a human being, as a decent human being. But at this moment, just be friendly. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Okay.
Diane Main asks, question, I've been feeling a Pisces in my future. I do love dreamers. Is this correct?
I got a yes. That's all I got was a yes, but I do believe there is at least a lot of water there. And Pisces is, of course, water, right? So It's this very smart water dreamer, by the way. It might just need you to make the dreams into reality. So with your balance for water, it might be that the two of you balance each other beautifully. Go ahead.
Maria Herrera asks, hello, any advice for Alex from his guides? Thank you.
So I recognize that Alex is fairly young still. But one of the things they're suggesting to him is he not take things so personally, that other people have to live through their own beliefs and realities. And people his age, they haven't really lived long enough to have really intelligent reactions. So it might simply be that it would be good for him to learn to laugh things off a bit more and just sort of go, oh yeah, interesting, and let it go whoosh over his, instead of taking it personally, because honestly, look at the place where it's coming from. Does that make sense?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And yes, they are his peers, but look at the place where it's coming from. They are at that age, kids follow the leader. They don't really have their own thought process is locked in place, and they can be dang right lacking in intelligence. Okay.
Blossom11 asks, hello, will I be moving in the beginning of next year? Me and my little one need a change. Also, nice reading, very excited.
Simply I got a yes. And it will be a very positive change for you. And it will be away from certain influences, but it will bring you into line with certain other influences that are more positive. The new place will be, I think, slightly larger, and there will be a little bit more space for the little one. Okay.
Krista Charlton sends hearts and says thank you for your gifted time given.
Thank you.
Megan McCarthy says, hello, lovely souls. I am wondering what you see in regards to money funding coming in to open my business soon.
It's coming. The money's coming. It's not going to arrive quite as quickly as you want it to. I mean, you're going to get to the place of frustration, and then it'll arrive. I mean, really frustrated, not just the frustration you're feeling at the moment, but really frustrated, and then it will arrive. But it is coming. Whether it be the whole 100% or 79%, I'm not sure. Okay.
Gabby McMaster asks, just wanted to shout out, thank you for all your time and energy. Hope your day is as beautiful as the two of you. That's very sweet. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Tash Micah Maharaj, and I apologize for butchering that, asks, hi, really wanted to know if a Libra guy will communicate with me seeking clarity about him.
Okay, she's seeking clarity about the Libra guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Not quickly. Don't hold your breath. Don't wait for it. Go out and live your life. Do other things that are highly important to you. I believe he will, but he will do it in, a Libra guy will do it in his time frame rather than what you think is appropriate. Libras, are the sign of balance. And when they're out of whack, they are illogical. If they are in balance, it might be that his thoughts are otherwise, not other woman, just otherwise. It feels like there's a lot going on in his life, and it looks like he's doing a lot. And when I say doing a lot, it's either studying or business or something like that. So you are not at the moment top of his list. He has at this moment other priorities. Doesn't mean you will not come up to the top of his list and he will reach out to you. Okay? Good luck.
Lori Dawson says, sorry I'm late, sending love and light.
It's all right, Lori.
AP asks, hi there, I have now accepted that it is over with my M. Does his higher self have one last message for me? Thank you.
Well, first of all, congratulations. That's a huge step. And I applaud you for that. The higher self said they thank you for what you helped him with, or what you helped M with, and they want you to know that it was never potential that it would last long term, because you both of you have different ideologies in life. You're going different places, but they thank you for your input and you're being part of the journey. And they also suggest, looking over to your higher self, they suggest that there is after the healing is completed, there is something or somebody coming in for you that will resonate closer to your heart than you've ever had before. So mostly it is just a thank you for being part of the life. Okay.
Dank Skull 676 sends a wave emoji. Tammy Banks asks, hello ladies, wanted to see if my spirit guides have any messages about my life.
Okay. Yes, they're right there, and they're going, hi. Yeah. They're full of beans, and pardon me, they're excited, very excited. They think the next step in your journey is going to be fun and exciting. Something new is coming in. I don't see it actually till 2020, but it's like the light is penetrating into 2019, and you will you will start to become prolific on the edge. See it on the edge of your light, peripherally aware of it. You just sort of notice that the light seems to be more around you. And I'm talking not about the electric light. I'm talking about spiritual energy. Little things start to go more your way than they have in the past. And it will be not a wake-up call, but get up and get moving call. Get up, and it's more of a get up and start boogieing. So it looks like fun. It looks like things are going to lighten up for you. Congratulations.
I'm just gonna jump back because I think I missed one.
Okay.
Krista Charleston, or no, first off, Positive for Life says he does have the intense look. Too funny, thank you. Then Krista Charlton asks, will my son get the justice he deserves?
Oh, okay. I didn't read that one.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I do
I
think
apologize.
those things play tricks on us, though.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Mm.
But I do apologize. It was not intentional.
Yeah, okay. Your son get the justice. It's going to take a while. Unfortunately, justice is blind. It's also damn slow. But I see a bit more heartache first than out and out justice. Or I see a bit more frustration first than out and out justice. But it's the second round, from now, the second round seems to bring in the justice more than then I see yes energy. But first of all, there's a frustration level, and that might simply be that what you're dealing with now is frustration. Okay.
Okay. Now to get back on track. We did Tammy Banks, right?
I believe so. I recognize the name.
Okay. Christina Torres says, hi, Elisha. How are you? I love the necklaces that you are wearing.
I like this one too.
Yeah, you are wearing it. Are there any messages or advice for me? Thank you. Namaste.
Your guides really, really like your energy. I think there's something positive happening for people who've put in the effort, and you have definitely put in the effort. And I know when I heard the name Taurus, I thought, yeah, that's a cool name. And the energy around that name was positive and upbeat. I suspect that you have worked really hard to get to that place. So mostly you guys are saying keep on keeping on, which is a very old terminology, but and you're on the right path. You're going in the right direction. And they say, if every once in a while you fall down, no big deal. Just pick yourself up. Yeah, it's no big deal. They're not on this side. They don't have to deal with it, right? But basically, you're doing really well, and they're really pleased for you. Okay.
Next. Love Life says, thank you. Yes, I am trying to avoid it because I have responsibilities to think of. This helps so much.
Yeah, I've got a few people who are having to deal with politics in the office, and it really does not belong there, but good luck.
Ooh, excuse me. Lori Dotson says, I did my first reading today. I understand just how drained you become, Eliz-sha and Elle.
Yeah, it is. It's because you put so much, not of yourself into, but so much focus into it, and try so hard to do the best you can.
She goes on to say, I really appreciate you doing this for everyone, sending you extra strength and healing, love and light to you.
Thank you.
Amethyst says, hello, mom and daughter.
Hi.
All. Diane Main says, thank you. Maria Herrera says, yes, you are right. Thank you. Blossom 11 says, thank you. That is a hug emoji, LOL.
Thank you.
She sent a hug and smile emoji.
I love energy hugs.
But physical hugs,
not so much. I'm an empath, and because of that, a lot of empaths love hugs. I happen not to be one of those. If you're going to hug me, warn me ahead of time.
I gotta be physically as well as mentally prepared for this.
Yes, but I do love energy hugs.
Megan McCarthy says, haha, okay, thanks so much for all your beautiful energy and time. Amethyst asks, will these people in my street ever grow up and get a grip, please?
Oh, honey.
No.
Yeah, not like that.
People love to gossip.
And they love to be dumb.
Yep.
And they love to they love to create pain for other people.
Best philosophy you can live by is other people's thoughts are not my problem.
Yeah. Don't own what they say. Let it go whoosh. I keep saying, use the screen door philosophy. Comes in, keeps on going. All right. Because there's nothing to stop it, so don't own it. There might be one or two that will go, oh yeah, that was really dumb. I'm not going there again. But there is a, I don't know if it's male or female, but there's a queen bee in there that just loves keeping things stirred up. So smile, don't own it, and look blank when they say stupid things like, what? I don't get what you're saying. No matter what they are, it really is unimportant.
Yeah, there's a friend of mine who has some people at her work talking about her, saying that she does voodoo and all this stuff. I just told her, laugh it off and go, really? You think that I do that? That's hilarious. So just laugh it off. What people think of you is none of your business.
It really is. And you know what? They're that dumb.
They're not worth your time.
Well, if they're that dumb too, that does mean that they're going to accrue karma. They're going to get payback. You don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
So payback's a biatch.
B. Erla says, hello again, dear Eliz-sha and Elle.
Hi.
Tammy Banks says, sounds awesome. I really, really appreciate you and your wonderful spirit and insight. B. Erla asks, may I have some advice regarding the concert I am going to play next Wednesday? Everything will everything be fine, or if there is... Sorry.
The only thing I see out of whack is you, and I can see you going, so know you have the skills, you're really good, and take that energy of nerves. You want to have a little bit of nerves. A little bit of nerves is going to make you better, but take the draining part of it, shove it into the earth, let the earth handle it, to bring in fresh energy, and I see you acing it. I see people loving your concert, and I think that is awesome, and I'm so pleased for you.
And congratulations.
And congratulations. You will do great. Don't be your own worst enemy.
Also, if you can, put it up on YouTube. Send us the link. We would love to share it around and watch it ourselves.
We would, yes. If that's allowable, we would love to.
Totally, if that's allowable. Amethyst says, I know, right, Lori, I read a person, he drained me. I was so tired.
And some people do, right? They just
suck.
Yeah, and we do get vampires. And then there's a legitimate person that just needs a little bit of TLC to make things work for themselves. And they're just so, some of them are just so lonely and so out of their depth in life that they need, well, like with me, they like the grandmother energy. And it is tiring, but 15 minutes napping should bring your energy right back up.
Mm-hmm. Or and hamburger.
Hamburger and grounds. Chocolate.
Oh, yes. Chocolate. That's just good.
Yeah. I know. It's not. And try and get one that's made with sugar cane, of course.
Yeah.
But I also, I drink turmeric more than I drink anything else. And no, I'm not a heavy smoker. I just drink a lot of turmeric.
Yeah.
So, but a warm drink will help you bring it up. My daughter has been known to take my purse, lead me out to where I'm going to go next, and be my and talk to people for me, because I've been so wiped out. It's not always the best way to do it, but luckily I've got a daughter who doesn't mind. At this point, doesn't mind being my guide.
I mean, 30 years. If I'm not tired of it yet, I don't think I ever will be, Mom.
But there's one time I think we went to the doctor's office afterwards, and the doctor was getting really pissed at me because I couldn't answer him. And finally, my daughter had come in with me because we both had appointments at the same time, and she started answering for me, and he just looked at us and goes, "Okay," and he just accepted it.
Well, we also gave a quick reason why Mom wasn't answering too.
And he's known me long enough to know that I am really woo-woo.
Yeah. Okay. Christina Charlton says, God bless. I know, God bless. Empress Z asks, what was my nightmare about last night? An Indian woman possessed me.
I do believe you need stronger guards around your, at least in your room. Ask your guides to set up a perimeter, and you should have a gatekeeper. And many people have Native American gatekeepers, not necessarily only ones. Another friend of mine has an alien. But specifically ask for the gatekeeper to come in. When that happens, you tell them categorically, no, and you have to mean it. If you don't mean it, then it won't work. If you even have a smidgen of no, that's just curious, I want to know what the drama is all about, they will be back. Categorically say nope. And as for why they came in, okay, this is what I think it is. I think it is time for you to accept another level, another layer of yourself. You're not at this point willing to. Usually when the energy of the universe thinks it's time for you to do something, you don't feel you are, it will come in as a negative rather than a positive. At the same time, still say no, that was an inappropriate way of dealing with it. But in your daylight hours, sit and think to yourself, what is my next step? And I do believe your next step is quite phenomenal, quite exciting. It may be out of your comfort zone is what it is. See if you can broaden your comfort zone. Okay.
Acting Man says hello and asks, where will I be in my career in 3 years?
Maybe this is just because I was talking about it, but got the term chocolate. And it appears that there is, I'm not sure what it is. It's a play or it's a TV show. Not necessarily a huge hit, but a steady show. A steady show, but that's only 3 years. That doesn't mean that 5 years from now you won't be in something much more exciting. And it appears that you get a lot between now and then. You will get a lot of practice You'll get a lot more of experience. Okay, good luck with that.
Krista Charlton says you're spot on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tanitha, I apologize if I butchered that. Owens asks, good evening. What advice do my guides have for me at this time?
Okay, your guides are saying, keep your chin up. What they showed me, and it's probably easier just to explain that, is they said, keep your chin up. And then they showed me a picture of you fearing that you're going to go underwater, like it's too much for you. It's not. It's actually, you're coming towards the end of whatever you're dealing with. The emotions are draining, and part of the problem is you are just tired. If you can, sleep a bit more. If you can't, well, that makes it tough. But if you can sleep a bit more, and you can you will be able to deal with life in a more positive framework. It will make a huge difference. You're almost through. You're almost to the end of this particular cycle. They're not showing me what the next cycle will bring, but it will not. It will be better than what you're in now. That's a given. And other than that, they're suggesting you just keep on doing what you can. Keep on doing, basically. So when I get into a position like that, I just remind myself to put one foot in front of the other until I get through it. And I've been in lots of pickles like that. Had, situations that where we had no electricity for a time being because the previous tenants had not paid their bill. So I got dinged for it. And things like that. So that meant we had no heat, no water. Oh, we had water, but we had no electrical. We couldn't cook for a day, couple of days until we could deal with it. Because of course everything closed down for the weekend, and of course they did it at 5:00 at Friday night. I mean that's a small thing, but just keep on putting one foot in front of the other.
We also lived in a house that was being just built, and there was no hot water. I remember that house.
Oh, we used to take a pot. This is down in Mexico. It had electrical, and we put water in there, and we boil it, and then we'd wash ourselves like that. And by the time we got hot water, we had enough, and we moved.
Yeah.
We couldn't use downstairs. We paid rent for the whole place. We couldn't live downstairs. We could only live upstairs. So we lived in 2 bedrooms and a hallway.
Yeah.
We had fun.
That house.
Oh, and then the owners got mad at us because we moved.
Yeah.
But they didn't do anything. And on top of that, the guy who was renovating took all my tools. I never gave them back.
I mean, I'm not shocked.
No, I'm not shocked either. I was just sort of a little, what?
But yeah, it's a funny memory. I haven't thought of that house in years. We'd watch TV and eat KFC. That was just like right down the road.
It wasn't really KFC. It was a Mexican version of KFC.
It was actually good.
It actually wasn't bad. But we had no way to cook, right?
Yeah, so
months, this was going on for months.
Anyhow, fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun in Mexico, actually.
Where was I? This is what I get for sharing fun memories. Christina Torr says, thank you so much, Eliz-sha. I'm glad that I am on the right path right now. Thank you for your guidance and advice through all your reading. I am so grateful for the divine connection.
It seems to me that you have a really good one yourself.
Mm-hmm. Empress Z says, I appreciate you both. Just learning to release and go with the flow and believing destiny is at play on time at all times. Love you.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And hanging on to things. It's a really strong lesson in releasing and moving forward. And that's very difficult for people to do when they have had a strong emotional attachment at times. But yeah, the faster you can do it, the better it is for you.
Alicia P98 asks, hi, what is on Justin's mind about me currently?
I think more than anything, he's thinking his thoughts are at this moment. His thoughts are other places. I don't know, like maybe going out for something to eat, or out for a drink, or he's working on a project or something like that, because his thoughts are not actually directed your direction at the moment. But and I'm not getting anything except for I don't know right now. I'm busy energy. Okay.
Ooh, excuse me. Estarzi says, good evening, everyone. B. Erla says, fresh energy, don't be my own enemy. Yes. Thank you, Eliz-sha and Elle. If I get it recorded, I'll be more than happy to share with you. Air hug.
Love to hear it.
Lori Dawson says,
can you tell us what you play?
Yeah.
Or do you sing? I mean, we don't even know that. So yeah.
I always picture her playing the piano, though.
Yeah, me too. I just assumed it was a piano, and then I realized I don't know.
Yeah. Lori Dotson says, I was told by my grandma to hug them so you know what size of a hole to dig in your backyard.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
That's a little dark, especially for a child. But that's
a meme that's going around.
No, but this is coming from Lori Dotson.
I know, but it's also a meme.
Oh.
I saw it. It's hilarious. I love it.
Oh.
I think it's hilarious.
See, you're more internet savvy than I am. I didn't even know it was a meme.
It's because I'm old. It was an old lady's meme.
There you go. It's still a little dark for a child. Donna Thomas asks, will my finances improve in December so I can pay my bills?
You know what? It's going to feel like a miracle. But something is going to come along, and there is a strong sense of relief. And I do believe it will be for December. And again, like I said, it's going to feel like a miracle. So, everybody says trust the universe. I guess in this case, trust the universe. And get out there and hustle, I guess, too. But are you looking for a job? Because I do believe there might be a job, even if it's just a temporary job, that will give you a bit of upliftment. Okay.
Starzy asks, do you see me meeting someone in the future?
I know you mean for a guy, but yes, you're going to meet lots of people in the future. But let me see. There does seem to be somebody there. And it's a really weird somebody. And I don't say the energy between you is weird, but how you meet them will be weird. It'd be an unusual event. And you look at him sideways like Elijah said, I'd meet somebody real in a really strange way. I wonder if that's him. You're going to actually think that when you meet this person. And I do feel it's within maybe a month or so, because it feels fairly close. It doesn't feel far away. Okay.
Lori Dodson says, I slept for 3 hours after her reading.
It will get easier.
Yeah.
It will get easier. But yeah.
LOL, I wish I knew this beforehand.
It's learning experience. So you get paid for like an hour, a half hour, and it takes up 4 hours of your life, right? There are times when I go upstairs to shower, I literally crawl up the stairs because our stairs are like fairly steep, because I've had a long day and I just don't have the energy to stand up straight anymore.
Acting Man says, thank you, Eliz-sha. Lori Dotson says, I have a dragon gatekeeper. His name is Kito Kayoto.
It's a pretty cool name.
Mm-hmm. Tanitha Owens says, thank you. I really appreciate it. Sending love and light. And as of right now, unless somebody calls me a liar, Donna Thomas, and we can end with her, says, I'm retired and thank you.
Did she want, is that a question?
No, she just, you.
Oh.
Did you just read for her?
I don't remember.
The finances.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to suggest you get yourself a hobby that you fall in love with, that you can, like for instance, me, I have a hobby playing with wrapping wires and doing things like that, right? And I love it. And it's people are slowly beginning to be interested in it and want to know. And I can sell it right now. I'm pretty well just breaking even, but as I learn and I become better, like this, like my bracelet, I think that too, being retired, it will help you keep your mind young. But you want to do something that you can do on your time so if you want to sleep till 11 o'clock in the morning, you can, and then work, do stuff. Like, for instance, it feels like you're a really good baker, and I can see apple pies or some kind of pie. Start making these pies. You do have to get a certificate, I think, saying that you know the rules of keeping a place clean and stuff.
Food safe.
A food safe. Probably Canada or States is similar. And then put up flyers to say, we'll bake pies or something like that, because what I'm seeing makes my mouth water. And you don't want to make it so that that's all you do. But you can do an hour or two a day, it might make enough money to get you over the line. Because I know retired, sometimes you just make it enough to barely make it to the next month. I don't see that you need a huge amount to be comfortable, but that little bit will make a huge difference. And you'll get to know and meet a lot of people, positive people. Is that it?
Well, first off, S. Starzy says, thank you, many blessings. And B. Erla answers, I do play the piano. Bingo. I'm going to play a sonata by Scriabin, the Russian composer, and I butchered that like crazy.
That's good, because if she butchered it, you're going to do it great.
Written before World War I, but it sounds bizarrely modern even for the the contemporary years. I'd rather. It's
got
rather,
a lot of changes of pace and things like that.
Yeah,
It's really nice.
Rather virtuosic.
Virtuoso.
Hence my slight nervousness.
You're going to do great.
I am going to play it for my exam recital in December. So yeah.
You're going to do great.
You'll do fantastic.
You will. Promise you. Because you've got it. You know it in your sleep. In fact, you probably played in your sleep. Just don't be your own worst enemy and go down with nerves.
Mm-hmm.
You are fabulous.
She says, ha 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 ha, you're both so cute.
We try.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to wrap it up for a couple of hours and maybe be back with the last one.
We have air.
Yeah.
But I have 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Maybe not. We'll see.